Absolutely. I think that we're all digital citizens. I mean, in this situation, that cyber thread, that thread of that existence has to be from the time pretty much exit. I mean, I would be not surprised if they're handing out, as you leave the maternity ward, iPads at some point in time. I mean, so, this all becomes part of that situation. So I think that, going forward, the biggest lessons learned is that, create down select situations for you. Don't, you have to have high-end operators, but how many of these high-end operators can you really go and find? You were talking about the competition for them. So basically encapsulate this stuff as much as possible so that level ones that can get to level threes for you, can do a lot of this work without having to go out and find some heroes. I mean, I had a guy named Marshall. I'll just go back, I've had a number of them, but he would sit in a dark room with 5 screens and he could do crazy stuff, right? But I couldn't get very many Marshalls, and I got him out of a tech school when he was 20 years old when I was on the customer side. And I didn't want to let no one I didn't want to let anyone know I had Marshall. But so we want to put Marshall in a box, right? And and automate Marshall. We want robotic Marshall out there. Because I think longer term, this is, if you treat it more like a digital HMO, because you are your password, and that's one thing Intel is very, very keen on, is the fact that, when you get down to it, you are your password. This person is your password. So whether it's facial recognition along with a PIN, those types of things together. And at the same time, when you begin to look at, longer term, application classification needs to go along with data classification, needs to go along with user classification, and those other two, data classification we kind of understand, but when you put those three together, that's pretty powerful.